Hello everybody, this is Dhruv from Robust Robots and today we are back in Tinkercad. This is our fourth video for in the series for making our very first robot. So let's get into it. Okay, so we are back in Tinkercad and looks like it has got a little bit of an update. So let's go to create new circuit. Last video I introduced you guys to Tinkercad. We made some basic circuits and on entering the new screen it would look like, oh, it hasn't got any updates because in the last video these were all there. If you just go to components and then to all, then you can see all the new components that we have added, like photoresistor, photodiode, flex sensor, a tilt gas sensor. They have added some DIP switches. I have no idea what these NeoPixels are, but I'm searching and doing some experiments, making some circuits. But one now look, these are new motors. The DC motor with encoder. These are the two new motors. We've got IR remotes. We've got two displays now, a 7-segment display and LCD, which is 16 by 2. Potato and lemon battery. We have some more instruments and a ton of integrated circuits with some power control connectors and all of these. I haven't studied, I don't know all of these, but I know one thing from this new update. It is the 7-segment display. So today I will be introducing you how this 7-segment display works. So first of all, this is how it will be looking, the 7-segment display. It is called 7-segment display because it has got 7 parts: A, B, C, D, E, F and G. It is divided into 7 parts, hence it is known as 7-segment display. This 7-segment display is seen in a lot of places like signals, in lifts and some lifts. So it is generally used for showing numbers. So using only these 7 parts we can show all the numbers from 1 to 9 and we will be seeing how we will be programming it. So each of this segment is labeled individually, the A, B, C, D, E, F and G. So here also this segment has 2 common points on each side: A, B, C, D, E, F and G. So we'll be coding this to see how it works. This 7-segment display is available in India at ₹10, I guess, or something like that. It's very close to 10 though, and they are obviously very cheap. So for the connection, I will start with the connection. So we will take the first necessary equipments or things. So we need a breadboard mini, the display and an Arduino Uno board. So we'll keep those. So we'll keep the breadboard and the Arduino side by side. I haven't introduced you guys to the Arduino, but it's okay. The Arduino is a very complex board. It will take a very long time to explain that, but I have explained the breadboard, which is on in the first video. So let's start with the connections. So this LCD display will put in the middle. Now if you click on the LCD 7-segment display, it will show that it has a common anode points. They are available in 2 parts or 2 types: common anode and common cathode. So we will be doing the coding or the circuit with common cathode. For that we also need a resistor. So we go to the top, grab a resistor, and since it is common cathode, we will connect the common to the negative terminal here at the very top. Now we will start making the connection. So we will be using the points digit D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, D and D8. So D just stands for digital. So now let's connect in the following way. So point A goes to D2, point B goes to D3, C goes to it might get a bit jumbled. So C goes to D4, D goes to D5, I'll be changing the colors for better visual. E goes to D6, F goes to D7. So we just keep on going like that. So D7. Okay. And the last one, which is the G point, goes to D8. So now we have made the connections, but we don't have a power source, so we will go to the 5 volt and ground here, and we have to connect them to these points, but we'll connect them in a way so that there is no confusion. So the positive, which is 5 volt, goes to the base of the breadboard to the positive line, while the ground the same way. Skip this ahead a bit. The same way goes to the negative terminal of the breadboard. Okay, so now we just have to extend the negative terminal again to this negative terminal and the positive terminal to the upper side. So now our connection is done, so we'll change this color so that this is the negative, which is black, and the positive, which is red. So this is the connection that we are going to be working with. This is negative again, and this is positive again. So please note these connections, the wires can get very jumbled. If you want, you can write them down in a book or on a paper so that you can try when you are free or while I am doing it. So we'll change A to, let's say, orange, B to yellow, C to green. Oh, it's already green. Sorry for that. We'll turn D to turquoise and E to blue. Oh yeah, and they have also added a lot of range of colors. We're obviously not going to choose white because it will be invisible. Then we'll choose that to the next color, which is purple, and the last one, which is G, to again the next color, which is pink. Okay, so now we have a pretty colorful board here. Okay, so now we have done the connections, and to show the numbers on the 7 segment display, we have to build ourselves a little code. So this is the thing that you get. So we'll just delete all of it actually. Now we need the block set pin 0 to high. We need this pin block. We duplicate it. Since there are now we have 7 segments, that is we have to control 7 points. So we will basically be needing 7 blocks here. So these are 4, 5 and 6 and 7. So now we'll do this from 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and the last one which is 8. So now we have our code uh, and also so now through this code we have established the connections that A is connected to point 2 and high means on, that means when 2 is high, that means point 2 is high, there will be complete circuit, and the segment A, which is the top segment, it will glow. So right now all of them are high, so it should display a number 8 since the 7 segment display is in the form of 8. So let's start simulation. There you go, that's 8 since all the pins are high. So now we will work on making the numbers. So for 1, so now we'll first make the number 0. So for the number 0 we need A, B, C, D, E and F to be on, while G to be off. So G is connected to point 8. I'm pretty sure of that. Yes, G is connected to point 8. So we will take point 8 as low. So this should show us the number 0. There you go. Now that's the number 0. So now we will make the number 1. So we'll add a weight here, and then we can just duplicate all these blocks and put them here again. So to show 1 we need only B and C, that means points 3 and 4 to be on. So 2 will be low, 3 and 4 will be high, while 5 low, 6 low, 7 low and 8 low. So now we will start the simulation. That's 0, that's 1, 0, 1. Now since it is in a loop format, the code is in loop format, it will keep going from 0 to 1. So now let's make the number 2. So we will duplicate from here. Oh no, duplicate from the attach it here. So to display 2 we need A, B, G, E and D to be on. Now we need A, B, that means points 2 and 3, G is point 8, E and D are points 5 and 6. So we need 2, 3, 5 and 6 and 8. So 2 will be high, 3 will be low, 4 will be low, 5 will be high, 6 will be high, 7 will be low and 8 will be high. So this should shows the number 2. Let's see, that's 0, that's 1. Oh, we messed up somewhere. Okay, so we messed up at B, so we need 0.3 at high. I put it at low, so now it should display the number 2. 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So this is how the code is going to work. So to make all the 9 numbers or 10 numbers actually, we will duplicate these. So this is 0, this is 1, this is for 2, and now for 3 we need A, B, G, C, D to be on. So A, B, C, D are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 8. So let's do that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 8. Sorry about that. So 4 will be high, 5 will be high, 6 will be low, 7 will be low, and 8 will be high. So that should shows the number 3. Let's see it. 0, 1, 2, 3. Now I'll guys show you the code since I have finished it till the number 9. So guys, I have finished the coding till the number 9. So it's a pretty big code. I'll explain it to you in short. So for now the number 3, we need A, D, C, D and G segments to line up or light up. So we need the points 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8th point, segment to light up. For the number 4, we need F, G, B, C segments to light up, which is 3, 4 and 7 and 8 segments to light up. For the number 5, we need A, F, G, C, D segments to light up, which is 2, 4, 5, 7 and 8 segments to light up. For the number 6, we need E, F, E, D, C, G segments to light up, that is D, C, E, F. So 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 segments to light up with the segment 2, that is A or the point 2. Then we need for number 7, the code is same for the number 1, just that we have to add the segment A to light up. Then for the number 8, all the segments have to light up. Then for 9, we need segments A, F, G, B, C, D to light up, that is points 2, 7, 8, 3, 4 and 5, that is 2, 3, 4 and 5 with 7 and 8. So all of this is done by me. If I can, I'll try to share it in the description of the video. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.